Life Recycling Act. Introduced as a bill in TC 4590, it passed with unusual speed and was voted into law the following year, in 4591. An age when cyborg technology was at its peak, human resources were dwindling, and this law was intended for effective utilization of these resources. However, at the time, the interpretation of the law expanded to condone human cloning, genetic and neural engineering, and other procedures formerly considered to be off limits. Various corporate of interest and suspected to be behind this development. This law remains in effect for 160 years until it was revoked in TC 47054. I suck at reading those dates. I'm sorry. Logic drive. A logic propulsion device. A new type of propulsion system which replaced traditional reactory propulsion systems. It works by reconfiguring the spatial phase around its direction of travel. Substantial amounts of energy are needed to power this system, but since the energy sources are relatively easy to compact, the system is being considered for use in fleets which transfer type generators as well as eggs. LPS. Short for Local Positioning System, a system which monitors the local and physical status of each crew member within a vessel and reports the information to the CIC, Combat Intelligence Center. The LPS on board the Winglinde, which has the capacity well over a total amount of the data gathered, appears to have been overwhelmed by incessant use of the DSSS by the eggs. Without the support of the 100 series observational units for search and adherence, the eggs must calculate the timing of the interference for the Gnosis on their own. Thus, high demands of the DSSS apparently overloaded the CIC mainframe, which constantly backs up the DSSS of every eggs. Maintenance Lab. A room equipped for eggs maintenance. On board the Elsa, a room in the corner of the eggs hangar functions as the maintenance lab. Cosmos ran a bypass from the code generator to this room, where her maintenance unit was located. A mobile unit used for the regular maintenance on Cosmos. It also executes system checks when she is shut down. Maintenance unit. Margulis. Born TC 4723, age 44 years old. One of the key figures of the UTIC organization and commander of the Perloma, one of their primary bases. He intricately connected to both the incident which occurred 14 years ago and the Miltian conflict. He appears to be a former soldier, judging from his strong physique and the sword scar running down his cheek. A master swordsman with a cold, merciless personality. He is. Very cold, very merciless. Wow, we're only on M and we have half the vocabulary to go still. We'll be back. Alright, we're back. Matthews. Born TC 4727, 40 years old, the captain of the passenger cargo ship Elsa. A chronic spender, he is constantly in debt. In particular, he owes a large sum to the Kukai Foundation, and his beautiful ship was made into collateral. After retiring, he worked as a junk trader, collecting and selling debris from all around the universe, but in recent years he works mainly for the Kukai Foundation. He met Chaos several years before the beginning of this episode. They have been traveling together ever since. Memorial service refers to the Buddhist practice of holding a memorial for the deceased every 7 days for 49 days, as well as the services given during the anniversary of the deceased. Shion's brother Jin has apparently read about this Buddhist tradition in a book and was attempting to recreate it, but it is uncertain whether he is in fact practicing Buddhist. We think not. Miltia. Miltia. The planet where the war that came to be known as the Miltian conflict took place. Miltia is also Shion's birthplace. Miltian Charter, the body of Federation laws enacted after the Miltian conflict. Miyuki. Born TC4747, 20 years old, a systems programmer at the Vector's first R&D division. She's a younger colleague of Shion's and is quite a mechanical otaku. She submits patent applications as a hobby and constantly creates new inventions using Shion and the others as guinea pigs. As her supervisor, Shion is plagued by her constant expense authorization requests. Her full name is Miyuki Itsumi, and in a way she is a woman very true to her ambitions. Mizrahi Cerebral Sciences Research Center. The research institute the research institute where Joachim Mizrahi worked as chief scientist before the UTIC organization was established. It is a unique institute which combines the neuroscience with phenomenology. No. Aside from the fact that it was sponsored by Vector Industries, there's very little known about it. MOMO, short for Multiple Observative Mimetic Organism. Activation date unknown. She is a 100 series prototype alien designed to observe and contact with the Gnosis, being that only can be detected by a special sense. She was created by Joachim Mizrahi, and she resembles his deceased daughter, Sakura Mizrahi. Her outward appearance is that of a 12-year-old. The MT field. The MT field of the temporal lobe. Damage to this area of the brain results in a condition called motion blindness, in which the eyes can see but cannot track the continuous motion of an object, such as a person who is running or a moving car. Instead, the object in motion appears as a series of flash photography images. It is said that individuals with this condition, a normal conversation is perceived as a teleconference call with very slow transmission speed. Interesting. MWS, short for Multiple Weapon System. A portable multifunction weapon storage unit designed and built by Shion's younger colleague, Miyuki. Contained within the unit are various types of weapons, including fighting knuckles, taser rods, and anti-gnosis beam launchers. It also has built-in shield that utilizes spatial phase shifting, thus providing a high level of defensibility in addition to the offensive capability. The unit also contains a makeshift logic drive, which does not only counterbalance but also enhance physical attacks. Thus, even the weakest individuals can go into head-to-head with an armored tactical weapon, in theory. Natarja, an avatar of Shiva, represented as a dancing figure with many arms. It is of particular interest that the system is named after Shiva, who is the god of creation and destruction. The system itself was designed by Kevin. Nexus 6. Serial number of the artificial dog that Ziggy gave to his stepson as a gift. His phrase, "I wanted to get you a real one," reveals how real purebred dogs were extremely rare in that age, and Ziggy, a policeman who could not possibly afford one. Hence, cheaper artificial dogs were popularized as substitute. Nexus is the name of the company that manufactures these artificial dogs, and their lifespan exceeds well beyond 4 years. Note about artificial dogs, they're much like Realians, but they're made of real stuff, but they're technically not real, like Realians. Pellegrini. Born TC4732, 35 years old. A female commander within the UTIC organization. She serves as Margulis aide on Pleroma. I can never say that right. Paloma, I don't know. Penfield mapping. A map of the brain which shows the distinct functional regions of the cerebral cortex. The in-game reference is to the digitalized procedure which links Shion's cerebral regions to their respective regions in Cosmos. Plan 31. Codename for an order given to the UTIC organization's 474th Special Operations Fleet. It seems to refer to a certain action relating to the capture of the Zohar. We hope to resolve the mystery by the time Junior is introduced. Yay! Thank you! We're not supposed to know who Junior is. Thank you. I'm not even going to say it because I can't say it. One of the UTIC organization's operational base. It is comprised of several linked asteroids and serves as Margulis's post. This term's concept can be found in both Jungian psychology and Gnostic doctrine. Although we will not reveal any answers at this point, it may be of interest to delve further into this concept. It may offer a glimpse into things that come in the future of Xenosaga, or it may provide some insight to the various themes that appear in the current story.